Welcome to episode number 3, and I have some phenomenal updates and some news. Actually, really interesting. First off, I found this old dump truck. It's old, I think it's a Matchbox, or pretty sure it's Matchbox, not Hot Wheels, just based on the wheels, but nonetheless, found him, and as you can see, I cleaned up a lot of stuff around here. It looks infinitely better. Now, it obviously is still, we don't have a lot of scenery. This is just the raw, bare plastic that came with this originally. And obviously, these gaps are much bigger than they ever have been. Like, these probably were a bit tighter back in the day. You see they're a little malleable still. So there's been some shrinkage in the plastic. But literally just took some baby wipes and just wiped it down with some baby wipes. And one coat, just one go over on this is all it needed. It made all the difference in the world. Obviously, there's still a little bit of schmutz here and there, but this is just a piece of dried. I don't know if you can see that. It's like dried glue. I'm gonna just put this over here in the refuse pile. Dirty little secret over there. But it was real easy, and it was absolutely this has all come together so much faster than I ever expected. I got some brand new. I can't really show you on that one. Let's go over here. Got some brand new Atlas Code 100 girder bridges. They were like $10 a piece. These are nothing. I have the original one around here somewhere. I don't know where it is. But the track was just tarnished and terrible. And I'm sure I could refurbish them, but for $10 to get this running, it was totally worth. I got one there, and I got one. Let's see if I can back him up a little bit. One here as well, brand new. And all this is flex track. Now, I'll go ahead and wrap myself out on this. This is my first attempt at doing this with flex track, and I see a lot of problems, and I see a lot of the reasons people have said stuff online. So, all the track is actually soldered. All the tracks are pretty much connected, but here's the problem. When you come around here, right here's a good indication. This will drive some people's OCD nuts, but you can kind of see where this didn't go exactly right, and there's a bit of a kink, and this isn't even a really bad one. This is just one example. Let me just go above here, see if I can show you. You can see there's a bit of a kink here, and that trips up some trains. Not a huge amount. Most trains are able to get over this, but there's a bit of a kink. The worst one, period, end of discussion, is this one right here. This is a problem, and this has to get replaced. So I am going to be buying some more flex track, and I'm going to be taking we've got a piece that starts from way down here, comes all the way up to here, and then goes all the way around to here. Now, flex track only comes in 3-foot sections, or I believe it's actually 1 meter. I believe it's just shy of 3 feet. So what I'm going to have to do, and this is going to suck, but I'm going to have to cut starting like right here when it's still straight, maybe a little further up if I can get away with it. Solder in the track, but I'm going to have to literally start from the center with 2 pieces of track that are soldered together and just work my way out until I get to, the straight portion here and the straight portion there. That is a little bit of waste on my part, but to be fair, I'm going to cut here and probably like here. And by doing that, number one, I'm going to get a smoother curve. Number two, these tracks can actually be reused. And I've been having so much fun. I already have plans for the next one. I will clean up the train room and show it to you guys. It has been declared the train room basically since minute one we even looked at this house. It's not massive. It's not big by any stretch, but it definitely will be fun. And I have lots and lots and lots and lots of plans. So if you guys were wondering, I used this stuff right here. Walther's Goo. Focus. So I used literally a line of this underneath the cork roadbed, and then literally use this just to tack in, you know, every foot or so of the flex track to try to give it, because a lot of these you'll see, like, this is actually like loose right here, like that is not even tied down. It's not a problem. That is just a natural bend, and I like that. So that is one thing I'm very, very, very happy with. Now, once again, I am going to have to tack like this down here and then cut and then redo it. But the reality is it's a learning process. And FlexTrack, while not cheap, isn't prohibitively expensive. You know, I'm talking this corner will cost me about $11. This one, you'll see there's a kink right there that's pretty bad. Most of the trains cover this one, not a big deal. You will see some of the goo there that kind of ran. This was literally the first piece I did. And this was the dumbest piece to start off with, because this was just insanely hard. And really, I need to just stop right here, straighten this out, and then go around the corner. And yes, there's a bit of a mess over there. That's a project for another day. It's coming along. It's coming along. I'll show you some of the train cars. I actually pulled quite a few of these out. I say train cars. I've been collecting engines, train cars, everything you can imagine for quite a bit of time, and I've amassed a pretty good collection. Now, this right here, undoubtedly. Now, this one right here, this is pretty much my pride and joy. X61, number X61, not just 61. There's a little bit of difference. X61 for experimental. This was Union Pacific's second generation, called the Veranda for, you know, this little corridor right here, of the gas electric turbine. And this is an Atherin model. It's a beautiful model. These go on eBay for $450. You know, they're expensive, but they're not the end of the world. I got this one about 5-6 years ago. I don't know, something like that. Somewhere I would say about 6 to 7 years ago, maybe. I don't remember exactly. But I picked this one up for a song and a dance. I think I paid right around $100 for it at the time. It had some issues. I've had to do some minor repairs to it. You can see the ladders. And these are all like actual wire, but this one's loose. It's not perfect, but I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to weather it anyway. So what does it matter? I'll just let you guys in on the little secret right now. I've decided finally when we do the final setup, we're going to be modeling North Georgia, where I live. And it's going to be our own unique story about our own unique little city, and it's going to be a lot of fun. You guys want to be part of that, make sure you subscribe, and we'll work on it little by little. So we'll try to have at least a little monthly update on how that's going. And next, I think we're going to start on Main Street of the town. But first, we need to get a little bit more done here. I need to get this running. I just wanted to show this off. That is my GTEL Veranda. I love it so much. That is just absolutely my favorite, and it runs so well on this track. I mean, save for, the couple of kinks you saw, it runs so amazingly well. This right here is absolutely perfect for us. So I'm going to keep him, I think I'm just going to keep him as it is. Even though, Operation Red Block and all that is just not applicable to our time period. But here's the fun stuff. Now him, I'm probably just going to keep as a scrap engine. We'll just color him up. We might even do just like a Patriot Rails thing on him. I don't think he's ever going to run right again. That's just a very, very, very old model. And you can replace him all day and all night for like $25. There's just really I think I paid $5 for it or something. There's no point in trying to get crazy or fancy with it. I think it's just going to be a sideline engine. I love the GG1, one of my all-time favorite locomotives. And I have an idea where we can actually run this with functional pantographs, so that'll be pretty awesome. I know he's not a freight engine, but I've been having fun with him. And I actually picked this up. This is a fun little thing. Oh man, my wiring job. Janky as all sin. Look at that. And it comes down here, and it's not even color-coded anymore. So black to black, and red to black. Running all the way up there. There's some of my garbage too. Gotta clean that up. Running all the way up there. Now, I did do the right thing. They are soldered under the tracks, like right in here. Also notice this is another little piece that I need to straighten out. That's a little dip in the track. But They go right up under here, and there's a solder point right here on the inside of the track. So that is correct. We have that. Well, if you remember from the beginning, this was a little panel with a couple of lights and some buttons, and that was never going to work. There was no way that was actually going to work with anything we're going to do. So I removed it. I'm probably going to patch this and then just try to patch this up and repaint it as best I can. Get new Tyco stickers, scrape that off, and just kind of make it look nice right here again. Because there's no need for any of the buttons or switches here anymore. In fact, let me go ahead, go under the table and show you what I did down here. Every single nail. These used to all be nails. Every single nail is gone. See, here's my... that's probably not good. They're probably not supposed to be twisted like that. But these are the... going up to the tracks where they're soldered. I wanted to do everything right. I wanted to get rid of all the rusty nails. I wanted to make sure that there was no possibility that anyone could get tetanus under here, so we're doing it absolutely the right way. These used to be crossings. We're going to replace these with some automated crossings. I have plans for that. And you will see all but a couple, shame on me, of my switches are drilled. Let's go down here and I'll show you. Let's go down here and I'll show you. See those right there? They're all drilled right up here so that I can put a tortoise machine on each switch. Yeah, you could pretty much see. We're going to put tortoise switches down here. We're going to put all kinds of stuff, but it is finally a safe place to be. You're not going to get tetanus unless you cut yourself on a wing nut. And I really don't feel like replacing those. So, these actually I might. Those are pretty dangerous. I might actually replace that with a wing nut. Might not be a bad idea. Put a little bit new hardware in here, but this is what it looks like underneath. You know, it's low tech, but it worked for the time. That is pretty much that. I do have some messes down here. You can see train boxes and stuff over there that I got to clean up, and this right here is just, I mean, a super mess. But, I mean, we've got old cork that I got to recycle, and some random screws, and joiners. I don't want to throw those. Old electronic switch that we're not going to use. And that's actually worth noting. That's one thing that I did change here. Okay? So when you come around the bend, you will notice that this goes into a curved turnout. Now, in the original, they didn't have these. And this isn't even a... I did say I was going to do all of this in Atlas Code 100. This is not Atlas, this is Pico. Same with this one. And, well, all these. There's one Atlas switch on here, period. And that's, like, right under here. But everything else is Pico Code 100, just because most of those I found in a used bin. Now, brand new stock, in boxes, found in used bins for between $3 and $8. So, it was a no-brainer. And once they're on here, you really can't tell the difference. But all these are going to be controlled by tortoise switches, which I know you have to remove the spring to do that. I have all the plans. We'll cover that. Pretty much where we're at. Next step is going to be figuring out scenery. I already have the plan for the road. You guys are going to be mad at me. I'm going to be changing the road a little bit. And we're going to make this up here. See, normally the road came, you know, up here and past here, and there were a couple crossings there. And then came and teetered over here, and then just stopped. Wouldn't it be fun for this to be like a bridge out and have all the guys working right here? Because you can see, I originally had them there, so that's going to be my big plan, is to have some dudes working and have, you know, a little bridge out situation right there. You know, just like I said, a lot of work in progress, but, you know, we're making progress. And the other big change I made, this was wide enough for 3-rail siding. These two, the siding rails, are not glued in place yet. In fact, the cork isn't even glued in place. They're just there for the time being. I'm not thrilled with how they look, so I'm going to probably be doing some reconfiguration. But I absolutely love the curved siding going in there, so I'll probably move this onto here, have that curve up a little bit more, and I actually might bring this a little further out and bring the cork board to the edge of the table. So, I don't know. You guys let me know what you think of all that. The other big change I'm going to make, you can see the road comes down here, and then it just kind of dead ends once again. I think we're going to put a faux tunnel right here and have a couple cars going in and out of it. But other than that, I mean, I don't plan to change a huge amount, but I'm going to change enough to make it interesting and to make things make sense. So there you go, guys. And obviously, like, that is not permanent wiring. That wiring is only temporary. We'll work on that. But we'll have a whole wiring section on this real soon. So coming along, we've been running trains on this. The Southern is easily the best runner right now. He is the best runner, period. But because of, well, that kink, and especially that kink and one over there, he's an unhappy runner. So I've got to go do a little bit of work. But it's been fun. Let me know you guys' thoughts in the comments section, all that good stuff. I'll be back with some more updates, and we'll, hopefully next time we'll have maybe the sidings finally figured out, all this track will be relayed, and I'll have started on the road, which will be a ton of fun. So, see you guys in a couple of weeks.